She said she'll take me anywhere, she'll take me anywhere, as long as she stays with me. She said she'll take me anywhere, she'll take me anywhere, as long as I stay queen. Kiss, kiss, mother's lips. 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 Hey, me Matt here, and this is a long time coming. Again, haven't done a Raw review in a while. So, I actually meant to do one last week, but unfortunately, I didn't. Last week was pretty good. So, I mean, Raw is definitely picking up. Well, I feel like I do want to start reviewing it again, even though who knows how long it'll last. Night of Champions was good. I will say that Night of Champions was really good. I mean, not great, but really good. But I think we already talked about that, so. But yeah, we began with Obafemi coming out. He has the crown, and he's talking about SummerSlam, and yeah, out comes Brock Lesnar, and Brock actually talks about how he doesn't watch the show. He talks about how Obi has been talking shit about him, and that's exactly what he said. Talk shit, get hit. And they actually kept it in. I was stoked about that. But anyways, yeah, he lows blow Oba. Yeah. He leaves the ring, and Oba picks up the mic and says, okay, we're gonna finish the feud, a trilogy match, if you will. It's gonna be you and me at SummerSlam. So, Oba's not going for a title. I'm perfectly fine with that. I think that I don't know about Sammy, but we're gonna find out at the end of this show what Roman is doing. So, yeah. And then, obviously, you see Brock pick up the mic and he goes, yeah, I'm gonna one up you, and yeah, we're gonna have Hell in a Cell. So, that's gonna be epic. I mean, each SummerSlam in the last couple years anyways has been epic, in my opinion, so I mean, as Simon Miller would say, hot WrestleMania. But it was a good segment, and I know that I wasn't happy about this feud, but if we're gonna end it here, then, you know, put Oba over. He's king of the ring. Like, Brock, and I've said this before, doesn't need the win. So, I had a match with Ethan Page and Rey Mysterio, and holy shit, this was an awesome match. I mean, Page is a really good heel, and for 51, Rey Mysterio is quite possibly still one of the best wrestlers in WWE. I mean, there was one point where Page did try to take Rey's mask off, and obviously that didn't work, but Rey won the match. 619. Happy Booyaka noises. I feel like I don't think Rey will get a title again in WWE, but I'm interested to see what more he can do, and I think he might retire this year. I think that was the rumor, but I'm not sure. We'll see. He's still president of AAA, so I'd like to see where this goes. You have a segment with the new WWE Tag Team Champions, which I kind of think is awesome to see the Street Profits as the World Tag Team, not the WWE Tag Team Champions. But they come out in the ring. Joe Hendry is there with his guitar, And Montez thanks the crowd, thanks Joe Hendry, and thanks Seth Rollins, which I thought was very cool. Because Seth is now a face again, and we'll see where that goes. Joe sings the song, obviously, and yeah, Austin comes out and says that he wants another title shot. Yeah, well, anyways, though, and Austin had a match. My bad. But Joe picked up the win with a standing ovation, and it was a really good match too. And I feel like Austin should get another title. I know he was the United States champion, but there's gotta come a time where he gets another belt. And I know that's kind of like, okay, what? Like, I don't think he's gonna get the world title, and he's on Raw, so I'm not sure. But I feel like there's gonna come a time very soon where he should get at least the United States title back, but we'll see. Io Sky comes out, she talks about being Queen of the Ring, speaking in Japanese as well, which is always cool. Liv comes out saying, hey, I got cursed by Danhausen, you beat me, and now I'm gonna kick your ass at WrestleMania. And then she comes under the ring, and then of course you have Raquel and Roxanne in the apron, where of course they jump Io, and Liv puts Io in the sick one-legged crab. I thought that was awesome, and Liv Morgan has done that before, and the twerk on that, holy shit. But yeah, I don't see Io win. I mean, she beat Liv to become Queen of the Ring. I don't see another win for her. If that happens, cool, but it's kind of like, I don't know. Got LA Knight versus Jey Uso. I'm not quite sure where this is going. I don't know if LA Knight's turning heel. I don't know. I do know that he has aligned himself with Solo Sikoa, although, I mean, I say that now, I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. So it'll be Solo Sikoa, LA Knight versus the Usos. I just don't know where this is going, because LA Knight did get booed towards the end. It might just turn out that he will become heel. As far as Solo, I'm not quite sure. But we'll see. I mean, he just got kicked out of the MTF, so... MFT, rather. So who knows? You've got a match for a chance to get back the Intercontinental title with Saruka, and you have a match with Maxine Dupree and Raquel Rodriguez, which was a pretty good match. I mean, Raquel's a very good wrestler. She definitely is a good powerhouse. Maxine is really starting to come into her own. There was a backstage segment where she talks with Chad, and that was pretty cool. With what happened with Austin Theory, there was a rumor that she was going to join a Vision. Not quite sure if that's going to happen, but this was a pretty good match. And yeah, with the Tacana Bomb, Raquel beat Maxine, and I thought it was an obvious choice. Raquel as the Intercontinental Champion, and now, I mean, that would be pretty cool. Have kind of like again, Diesel, Shawn Michaels thing with Liv and Raquel, but yeah, I'm not sure, because again, I'm hearing the Judgment Day might break up at some point, and with Danhausen getting involved in a lot of their shit, I'm not sure. But this was a pretty good match. This was an awesome match too. I really enjoyed seeing Chad Gable taking on JD McDonough, This was a straight up wrestling match. And yeah, they both took each other to the limit. And both very good in the ring. It would be nice to see JD with the US or Intercontinental title. But I'm not sure when that's going to happen. So, yeah, I mean, Chad could easily get that too. But we'll see what happens. That being said, Chad won the match. And, yeah. With that, I mean, Danhausen came out with the briefcase. I forgot to mention that. Of course, he got chased off by Dom. Somehow, Chad puts JD in the ankle lock, wins the match, and then, of course, Dom and JD go into the ring and open the briefcase, and there's powder. So, yeah, it explodes, but there it is. And there's a backstage segment with Lyra Valkyria, and she's talking about, yeah, she turned on Bailey, big whoop. You know, they were best friends, but she couldn't take it no more. Two things. First of all, why does she look like Juno on meth? And second of all, why did they go with this character? Like, she doesn't need to be the crazy, insane character that Bailey was. So, yeah, I don't like it. I mean, I want to see a heel Lyra Valkyria, but I didn't want to see this. I'm thinking that they will face each other at SummerSlam, so that will be cool, but yeah, it's questionable at this point. And then we had the main event, well, kind of the main event. It was a standoff, really. The OTC, Roman Reigns coming out, and of course, out comes Seth Rollins. So, they go back and forth, like with Seth going and talking about the history. First of all, saying, hey, I own you. And, you know, going to history. WrestleMania 31, cashing in. Of course, before that, breaking up the Shield. And then you talk about Royal Rumble, the match they had, which I thought Roman won that. But anyways, you have WrestleMania 40, Seth interfering and hitting Roman with the steel chair. You have last year, you know, it was basically just, he wanted another match, and Roman accepted. He said, I don't want to fight you, but I'm going to beat you, so to speak. This was a really good show. I mean, like I said, Raw's really started to pick up. It really is. It's just kind of weird because SmackDown can be a good show and Raw can suck. But I'm starting to think that it's kind of vice versa. Although I think SmackDown's starting to get picked, like, you know what I mean? So, I can't wait to see what happens with that. SummerSlam is looking awesome. So, yeah. Anyways, happy Canada Day. Later.
So you know that them cutting WCW was a long time coming. I don't think that's the case at all. If you look at some of this earlier interviews that